Okay, how you guys doing out there? This review is going to be on Chanel number 5. It was created in 1921, and here are the list of notes. The top notes are Ylang, Neroli, and Aldehydes, while the middle notes are Jasmine and Mayrose, while the base concludes Sandalwood and Vetiver. Now, before I actually get to what the fragrance smells like, I have a little story to tell about my purchasing of this bottle. This particular Chanel number 5 is the vintage Cologne formula. And I had already owned the EDP. And so I kept hearing and reading all these good reviews about the Cologne concentration. So I wanted to check it out. So, excuse me if I'm butchering your name, but her name is Nayoka, I do believe. She is absolutely awesome. It was mainly because of her and others, but majority because of her that I went ahead and got the Cologne version. And this is the box. This is a 2-ounce bottle, 59 milliliter. And Chanel, to my understanding, discontinued all of their cologne concentration sometime in the early to mid 90s. They don't even produce this cologne version anymore. So, like I said, I read some good reviews, and I was informed by Naoka that, oh, I would love it. It would smell really good. You know, go for it and get it. So I was browsing the net, and I came across this. And I had saw that the seller obviously didn't know exactly what year it was created, but it has a price tag on it of $11. And you guys can see that this is the original price tag, $11. And it has $11 stamped on the bottom of it. It came from Bloomingdale's. Now, I had been trying to do some research to find out exactly how old this was. I had took it to some quote-unquote Chanel experts who could possibly tell me a little bit about this. They were very surprised to see that I had something like this. The box is in pretty good shape for its age, and let me open it up. Some of them tell me that it could be from the 20s to 40s era, but when I posted a comment on Fragrantica, someone told me they saw Chanel number 5 going for $5 or $6 back in the early 60s, like 62, 63, if they recalled. So I'm not exactly sure when this was purchased, but this is the paper, the Chanel paper. Turned it upside down, sorry about that. But yeah, this is the paper. And basically on the paper is telling you about Chanel. It has all the different concentrations on here. It has the pure perfume, the EDP, the EDT, and the cologne, and the body cream, and shower gels, and bath powder, and bar soaps, and things like that. So I thought that was pretty good. Also, now here is the bottle. This is the bottle. You guys can see. Now on these bottles, they don't have, like I said, it's really hard to determine when this was created. Let's see, yeah, there is some numbers engraved at the bottom, but what I end up doing, I tried to do some research on Google to see if I can come up with when this was created. Tried to put in the price. I couldn't come up with anything. So what I did was I called Chanel directly, their 800 customer service number, and I talked to this lady who was very helpful to me. I gave her the serial numbers, or the numbers on the bottom of the box over there in the corner, and she told me that she wasn't pulling up anything in her database because they didn't sell the cologne concentration. But what she did tell me was the last time that they sold it, the cologne concentration was going for $60. That was the last price that they had on the cologne concentration. So this was $11, and they stopped producing it sometime in the early to mid 90s, and it was $60. So I'm kind of thinking that this is from the late 60s, early 70s. Just judging by, the cost. So at any rate, I was very pleased to get this. I couldn't wait to get it. I was very happy. I couldn't believe that the seller would get rid of something like this, because it has to be at least around 40 years or more old. But at any rate, on to the fragrance. Like I said, once again, thank you, Nyoka. You're like the perfume fairy godmother. You're just really, really awesome. Those of you who know her, you know what I mean by that. She's just an awesome person who's very helpful. She's one of my favorites. Thanks. But now on to the fragrance. Of course, Chanel No. 5, as everybody know, this is the perfume of perfumes. It's the most popular perfume ever created. Celebrities, mainly Marilyn Monroe, this was her signature scent. She wore this when enticing men. When she would go to bed, she would wear Chanel No. 5. Now, growing up, I've came in contact with Chanel No. 5. I didn't know which concentration I was smelling on people, but I knew it was Chanel No. 5. So I had the EDP, and all these concentrations are different. They're all No. 5, but they're slightly different. This cologne version, however, when first applied, it opens up with a nice aldehyde neroli smell. And a lot of people think that Chanel No. 5 is dated or it smells old. Rest assured, like I said, each concentration is different. I would say, judging from my experience, the EDP smells the oldest to me. The EDT is more skanky, and the cologne is a softer version. So for those of you who may be turned off by Chanel No. 5, try to get your hands on the cologne. I can't give you an estimated price because it's no longer in production, and you're basically going to have to do your research and go for it that way. But I get a nice neroli aldehyde blast, which is very nice. It's not strong, it's gentle, it's soft, very nice, very inviting. You do get noticed with the cologne, and afterwards, I'd say about half hour, 40 minutes, it moves on to the base, and I get just a little pinch of rose mixed with the jasmine. Still, the aldehydes never go away. They're always there from start to finish. The base notes kicks in after about an hour and a half or so, and I'm left with aldehydes, neroli, and Vetiver. Now this is actually my favorite out of the concentrations. I prefer the cologne, and actually I was very skeptical about getting a cologne concentration because usually colognes, they don't last long. They weren't meant to last long. However, these vintage colognes, such as Chanel No. 5, I would say anything vintage old, they last like EDTs. I get at least 6-7 hours out of this for cologne concentration, which is really, really good. Cologne concentrations I bought before, which have been newer ones, they don't last anything 3, maybe 4 hours on my skin. This I get around 7. And I haven't used that much. I've worn this basically 2 times since I've had it, and it wears very well. During this dry down, it does become a skin scent. But so anyone who wishes to smell it needs to be in arm's reach of you. But other than that, during this first application, for the first hour or so, you will be noticed. And it's just really great. It's really awesome. Like I said, get your hands on the cologne version. Those of you who have been turned off buy the EDP or the EDT, it's totally a different experience. It's nothing like either or. Like I said, all of them are different. It just depends on which one you like. I personally like all of them, but like I said, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. And I'm actually going to keep this bottle. I'm only going to use it very, very rarely, given the fact that it's a pretty old bottle. It's in great condition, so I definitely am going to keep this for a very long time, as long as I can, store it away, keep it in the box as well, because I think it's a great find for me. Anyone has any questions, please hit me up. Let me know your thoughts on the most popular perfume ever created. If you tried the Cologne concentration, let me know. If you're thinking about trying it, let me know. Give me your thoughts on it. I love to hear what others has to say about this Cologne concentration. It's been a very great pleasure for me to get a hold of this. Again, I want to say thanks to Nyoka again. Like I said, I can't express that enough, because if it wasn't for you, I probably would never have jumped on this. So I'm glad I did. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.